Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Commander Hoops Celtic. Hello to everyone on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I hope you're all doing well on this beautiful Sunday evening. Bit windy in Dublin, orange alert, but I said I pop on. Say hello to everyone, see how you're all getting on. I'm sure a few people are pissed, happy, excited. After that result today, wasn't the performance that we all wanted, but you know what? 3 points in the bag, as it says in the banner there. 11 games to go, folks. 11 games to go. It's crazy how quick the season's after flying in so far. All them games we played, but get the comments in. I'll be on for about an hour. We'll talk about the game. We'll talk about this week coming up as well. As a Celtic fan, we obviously have Bodo Glint on Thursday, and then we have a tricky trip to Hibs on Sunday, 12 o'clock kickoff. Be wearing this jersey, we will be as well. So get all the comments in. How's it going, Paul? I hope you're well. Great to see you in. Great to see Ryan in. Great to see John in. Great to see all these guys in. You know, let's see what happens here. See why it's not letting me post. It's yeah, cool. No problem. Perfect. I'm just just checking out a few bits and bobs here. If anyone's on Facebook, please let me know as well. Get the comments in. Looks like there is on Facebook as well. Folks, to the Facebook people, we mostly do all the content on the YouTube channel. So come on, the Hoop Celtic is the same name. If you can, I'm going to pin the link now in the comments. So please do click the link and I'll bring you into the YouTube channel and then you're good to go and you're subscribed there. It's free of charge, doesn't cost you a single penny. I'm gonna get through all these comments now as well. I can't multitask for my life. I haven't been drinking, folks. I haven't been drinking, so 2 seconds now. We jump onto the book and see what the situation is here. God. So how's everyone feeling after the result today? That's what I wanna know. So there you go. You'll see the name Key Corcoran there on the comments on the Facebook. I was gonna pin that now, and then you'll be able to go in and look on YouTube. So let's go through these comments now. Anyone at the game today? And it looked like it was about 50,000 there. Obviously miserable weather, but look at what you expect going into the spring weather. You're gonna have that. It's 4 seasons in one at this rate with global warming going on. So let me see. Um, Boy, is it not letting me pin this comment. How's it going, Natalie? Hope you're well. How's it going, Caitlin? Hope you're well. To seeing these comments here on this side as well. So just trying to pin this there. There we go. We're in business now. There we go. Right. Tasmanian Devil, hope you're well down in Australia. Hope you're keeping well. How's it going, Mikey? Important 3 points today with our attacking play, but we need to get our defending right. That's concerning points, to be honest with you. It was the defending was absolutely atrocious today. Like to give a goal away and let them go ahead. Well, let them take the lead in the first half was a bit of a eyebrow raiser. But look, we got back into it. I'm sure a lot of people were watching the game beforehand. The Dundee United and Rangers game, and you know what, Dundee plays really well, and towards the end, Rangers pulled the pressure on, but Charlie McGrew and his team got ahead there, and Seacrest had some cracking saves as well. Always like the mug as well. Something that they'll never have. 9 in a row. They think in their history they don't. Right, let's see. Win's a win. That's it. Completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. So is Jimmy Bannon. Jimmy Bannon's in as well. I seen the post-match reaction from Charlie McGrew. Absolutely outstanding. Let us know what the sounds like as well on this side because I'm obviously using my earphones from work. So GG looked top notch today. Was incredible. Worth the performance. Well, the number seven short now. I don't know now. We've had some flop number sevens in our time as well. Freddie Lundberg had that short at one time, but he's done well. Look, as I said, in the short video, that he's came into the club. Obviously, injuries hit him when he first signed from Vivano. If they stayed up in the Eredivisie, they were going to look for 8 million for him because they got relegated. We got him for 2.5 million. So it's been a decent bargain for us, and it's paying off. That hasn't like you look at the likes of Jota. I know Jota's on loan. Jota had a really good game today. I thought he done well on the right flank. Maeda, the pace him today was blistering. He was actually class, you know. Thank you so much for sharing. How are you getting on? Not the score that we wanted, but look, it's a win. It's a win. It's a win at the end of the day. 3 big points. As I said last night, I'll take whatever score once it's 3 points, and that's it. I know people are expecting now people are expecting a 4 or 5 nil comprehensive result, but these are the type of games you look back and say at the end of the season, Jesus Christ, we pulled off against Dundee United, we pulled off against Dundee FC in the space of a month. We were 10 men down against Dundee United and the Bada scored. Then today that diving header by Giakoumakis, unbelievable, unbelievable stuff. Keep it going. Here's a great question there. Go down now and get that. Declan Ferguson, where are you? I can see it on the phone, but I can't see it here. Just 2 seconds. Would you play G alongside Giakoumakis when he's fit? It just depends on the form of the other players. Like if Maeda's on form when Kyogo comes back, you never know. You never know. But I don't think Ange's gonna go for that two strikers up front. I think he's happy with obviously the right flank, the left flank, and then the lone man itself himself. But he's done well. Like even tracking back, he's not. What he's different about him and himself and Samaras. Like I know Samaras is a different era of football, and I loved Sammy. I did love Sammy. Sammy had a days where he just wasn't arse chasing anything, you know. And then we put him on the left flank in European games, and then some games we played him up front. Sammy was a good ambassador to the club, you know. Once we got a Jet Jota on the left, Abada, the ring. Yeah. Well, Abada's playing good, you know. That's the main thing. Right, let me see. I think we need to get back on the training pitch and look at the corners. 100%. It's been alarming the last 3 weeks, giving away these set pieces and the goals. As I said, Batoji was the prime example. Like we still have the best defense in the league, but we're giving away city goals. The team that's bottom the league, and the 2 goals, like the boys weren't even in the back post. You know, it's absolutely atrocious. Go on, you legend. That's on you. Here's a question from Celtic FC. Here's a question that I'm going to ask you as well. Do you think that we can drop? You think we will drop any more points with the form we're in towards the end of the season? 11 games to go, folks. We still have tricky trips to the Macaroni, tricky trips to Easter Road coming up. We have a trip to Ibrox as well. You know, with the crop of players we have, attacking wise, we should be scoring in every game. But defensively, when you were talking about like set piece and stuff, I think there could be points still drop between both teams, and I hope we don't drop points because we obviously want to seal this title and take it back. And it's great to talk about being in a title race. You know, middle of February, we're in a title race. It's just great. It is. You know, it's I never would imagine it in start of, start of the season that we were going to be in a title race. But fair play to Ange. You know he deserves a pat on the back. It's not job done just yet. You know we've got one job done already. We've got the League Cup in the bag. We're playing some good football, but at the same time we really need to get the defence right. And that's a case. If it's a case that do we shuffle Starfelt and bring Julian back in, you know, I thought Jovanovic played left back today, played pretty well. You know, he was solid. Scales wasn't even on the in the lineup, and then Taylor's there on the bench. As I said, I'm not going to go on about Taylor tonight, folks. I don't want to repeat myself, but cream buns will drop more, mate, and they'll bottle it with goal. That's it. Well, it depends what they're going to make of their Europa League. Like if they're going to try go out and try trace this Europa League, because if you finish second place in the league, you're guaranteed a playoff. But with the coefficient, with us losing on Thursday night, as far as I know, Serbia's league is actually doing well in coefficient. Right, let's see. I don't really get it over here. I obviously have to go onto the phone and try download a certain app to get it. What has been the goal of the season so far? It has to be a Tate's goal, a Tate's goal, Tynecastle, or David Turnbull's goal against Motherwell. I have to say. There's been some cracking goals in there, you know, really some really good goals. Maybe Tom Rogers against Motherwell was really a one that was an eyebrow raiser. The second one was a cracking goal. But I say Atate. I say Atate. Atate's first goal against Rangers was pretty good as well. I liked that goal. Look, I like every goal that goes in that Celtic. But I had to say that's probably a contender. Atate's goal against Rangers, definitely big time. How's it going, Michael? Hope you're well. As I said, folks, if you can jump over to the YouTube channel, the link is pinned in on the Facebook there. You just press that there, it'll bring you straight over, and it's free of charge to subscribe. We have over 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it's something I want to boast about because I've put a lot of hard work into this. A lot of hard work into this channel. But there's some cracking channels out there, as we all know. Jota's goal was offside today. It was some goal though, wasn't it? It was some goal, but unfortunately they did call offside. The referee wasn't too bad, I have to say. Happy birthday, Connor. I hope you have a great one. I hope I have a really good time tomorrow and a really good week. Definitely best goal, 100%. Goal of the season. Kyogo versus Hibs. League Cup final. Oh, forgot about that. I was just thinking the league. I wasn't thinking about the League Cup final. It's a good show actually. That is a really good show. That dink, it was like a real Larson trademark, wasn't it? CCV has slightly off one day. Starfelt has barely had an off game without screwing up. Yeah, look, Starfelt, like still going under a lot of criticism by fans, and he's getting there. He's getting there. Like, if it was a clean sheet today, I'll still back him to the hills, but there wasn't a clean sheet, and that's down to man marking. I don't know if Ange is doing zonal marking with them or John Candy, because at the end of the day, two poor goals that we gave away. Two poor goals. How's it going, Aiden? Thanks very much. Thanks very much as well. One of the Celts. That Kyogo chip, unbelievable. Even the fourth goal in the League Cup final was a cracker. So I'm going to talk about Thursday. We have a big game Thursday, big week ahead of us. We have Bodo Glint. We obviously 3-1 on aggregate away goals down count now. UEFA abolished that last season, as far as I can remember back to. They abolished that away goal. So anyone confident going over there that will get results against the Norwegian champions, two in a row Norwegian champions? Because I have to say, the other night they look really sharp considering they're in pre-season. If Jota's goal was counted today, would be up there. Oh, 100% it would be up there. Definitely. Very similar to the Samaras goal against Aberdeen. Ireland. Tate versus Hearts. The late winner's been great. What has been your favourite late winner goal so far, folks? Has it been the Ross County, the Raldo header, or when he leaped up and scored? Was it Diabate, or was it Giacomakis? There you go. Let me get you our feedback there. One of the most dramatic and glorious was the last minute Ralston goal. There you go. People are saying Ralston. People are saying Ralston. Abada, Ralston header. I think Ralston. I just think because we played like we were down 10 men. Obviously, we were 10 men down against Dundee as well. But to just get result up in Dingwall, and it's a clammy night, and we done well to get up there. It was a cold night. Done well to get result up there, considering Starfelt should never been sent off. All those late winner rules. That's it. So there we go. How many cells are heading over? I probably have no idea. Right, let me check out. Let's do a bit of research. I think they only have a 12,000 seater stadium. Could be wrong. Well, Bola Glint, the town that they're based in, has a capacity of 50,000. Let's see now. Let's have a look at the stadium. Can't even pronounce that. Aspen Moira Stadium. It's 5,000, 5,500 seater stadium, folks. I thought it was 12,000. I'm trying to give them a bit of praise there. So yeah, it's gonna be like playing Livy. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be. I'm just boys towards a bad. I love the wee guy. His heart and determination got the whole team fired up at the start of the season. He's good. Yeah, you've seen that when he scored that goal against Midtjylland, that'll put an example down. And he's been 14 goals this season. He hasn't been looked at as some Celtic fans. Some people obviously just focus on the likes of Jota and Kyogo, but Abad is a massive part of the success as well. Arctic Livy away, 100%. 100%. Look at it when we wore this jersey against Livy last season. Snowy pitch. The town I love so well. Oh god, I don't even think I'd go to Norway. Pure rip off. I had a taxi driver the other night and he was telling me that a certain a bottle of whiskey cost him 80 quid over there for a certain bottle of whiskey. He was, and then over here it was only 40 quid. Madness. And then drinks are like 15 quid, 16 quid for the beer. Madness. So that's what you're into. That's what you're in for. I'm sure the likes of Paul team and other fans will be going to making the away trip up to Norway. Do you think we can take care of Hibs on Sunday? Oof, depends which team we field out on Thursday. To be honest with you, it's a game where I'm kind of anxious about on Thursday because we're playing on the plastic pitch. If he puts out his strongest team, look, I don't think Ange knows what a B team is at this rate. He wants to put out the best that he sees in training. I'm confident we can't get the result done against Hibs, against Sean Maloney's Hibs, because you go back to that result back in no, November slash October, wherever it was when we beat them 3-1. I think it was October. Anything's possible. We've ended a grudge there. Before that was the Virgil van Dijk free kick, the 3-1 victory when we wore that yellow and green jersey with the Magners. So, we're going the right direction with the club. Um, Hopefully he gets back to the hills, which is a lot to ask for in the summer, and hopefully Ange gets his contract extended as well because what, the fans love him. I don't think there's anyone now that's against the appointment of Ange. I think we were all majority of us were against the appointment of Ange, but you know results. It's a results game, and he's got the results, and he's even off the pitch the way he presents himself to the media and the engagement he has with the fans, and he has the team going around the full time, and engaging with the fans, clapping and all. That's a big thing. Neil Lennon wasn't into that. His first season, first tender, he was. Hibs still cannot play without the ball. Yeah, I just like Hibs are not strong as they were. Obviously, shout out to the Greenock Celtic boys. How's it going, Andy? Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in on YouTube. If anyone's on Facebook, just jump over to YouTube if you can. You can stay on Facebook if you want, just to boost up the subscribers as well. I'll be doing a video tomorrow talking about O'Reilly's Denmark call up as well. I'll be discussing that as well tomorrow. Let's see. When do you think Kyogo will be? I should be back for the Rangers game. Definitely be back for the Rangers game. Like he's only a week or two behind David Turnbull, and reports that David Turnbull's back full team training next week. So see what happens. See what happens there with Davy Turnbull and Kyogo. Jeez, that tea's gone cold. Cold tea. Ange likes the rolling contract. He said in an interview years ago. Well, fair play to him. That's some managers don't like the rolling contract, but Celtic have done the rolling contract for a good few years. Like, you know, would you rather go far in the Conference League or focus on the treble? Focus on the treble, man. It's only 5 million. You win the Conference League. It's only a Europa League spot. Nah, win the treble. Win the two cups is better than one, and you're getting the Champions League spot as well. So two cups better than one. I know it's a European final and stuff like that, but no, I'd rather win the treble. But I'm not going to big up the treble talk. I just want us to be Hibs on Sunday next week, and then let's look at the fixtures. Let's look at the run in. Let's talk about these games. I talked about this last week, so I'm going to bring it back up again. Um, let's see. Right, here we go. Here we go. So we've Hibs away on Sunday next week at 12 o'clock, and then on the Wednesday we're home to St Mirren. Could be Scott Brown, St Mirren. You never know. Then on the following Sunday, on the 6th of March, we have probably one of our toughest away trips, which is Livy away. As we all know, Livy is always a tough one. And then the following week, we're playing Dundee United in the Cup. Then Ross County at home, Rangers away, then St Johnstone at home, and then the split. So It's look, they're all winnable. They are all winnable at the end of the day. Like as I said, Livy's the one I'm concerned about. You know, every Celtic fan after every game, we need to defend set pieces. We have got better. We really have got better. We still have the best defense in the league, but the last 3 or 4 games, like especially against Aberdeen and today, our defense has been shy when it comes to set pieces, and you know teams have sussed it out with the training ground drills, and they've scored from it. So no, Gallagher. You might be Bodo and still go out. I think it's still I still think it's a bit too much to expect to qualify. Well, never say never. You know, um, as I said many times on the channel, and I'm not sure. I know everybody wants to win every trophy that's available. Well, unfortunately, we can't win every trophy that's available. You know, there is going to be faults on the way, and I just, Thursday night just showed that the boys looked exhausted. They looked mentally drained, and there was only 1 or 2 players that were up for it. But see what happens. See what the mentality is now after coming back, getting that win today. What the mentality is going away over Norway. You might feel a different team. You might get to see young Karamoko play as well. Itaguchi's not in the squad, so let's see. Take care. I'll be jumping off now myself in the next few minutes. Can't take St. Mirren lightly. Exactly. Look at we took St. Mirren lightly against our game in hand after the League Cup final. What happened? We dropped points in Paisley, but we're going to be home obviously this time around. Um, let's have a look at this one here. All games we challenge, we could take one game at a time. Exactly. Exactly. But regardless of the domestic side of it, I think we can be Hibs. They're not as strong as they were at the start of the season. Obviously the Jack Ross got the boot and Sean Maloney's at the coming in and the farm is at the dipping. But let's talk about Hibs farm at the moment. Let's have a look at Hibs farm. Right. So let's see. So they won 2-0 yesterday. They won 3-1. They got beaten by Rangers the previous game. They got beaten by St. Mirren. They drew the Hearts. They're really a hot and cold team, aren't they? They're still fourth in the table. They've won one game in 5 in the league. So what happens after the split? Can you discuss what you mean? What happens after the split? Top 6 play each other. The Hibs game has me a bit worried, Keith. I think the Livy game has me worried, to be honest. I'm not concerned about. I just it just depends how we get on Thursday night. Who we field on Thursday night. If we don't pick up any injuries on that Astro pitch as well, you know. Yeah, they won the last 2 games in the league, like not the league in the Scottish Cup in the league. Weird question. Dortmund won 6-0 today. Well, at the end of the day, it's good for Scottish coefficient if they go through, but at the same time, if they're distracted and we're winning our games, and if we go out of Europe on Thursday night, which is a good chance we probably will, unfortunately, I hate saying that, means we can focus on the league, that we have a week off just to prepare ourselves for the next league game. So I think it's a winner for us. I don't think they could win it, to be honest, which is like, you know. Jack and Mac is be ideal for Livy. It's not a bad show. It's not a bad show at all, to be honest with you, Kieran. I think Andrew will play a strong team in Norway. I think he will, to be honest. Like if I was putting a team out for Thursday night, you'd be looking at Hart, Ralston, Scales. I'd rest Jovanovic for the Hibs game. Starfelt, not Starfelt, CCV, Welch, rest Starfelt, Beaton, Rogic, Atate, Forrest, Maeda, and Giacomakis. That's who I'd play on Thursday night against Bodo Glint. That's who I'd play. I'd give Jamesy a run at the end of the day. We all keep talking about James Forrest form, but he has to play a bit of game to prove people wrong at the end of the day. You know, their distraction is their opportunity. 100%, 100%. I got pelters about it, but Kyogo could play with GG. No, he's not going to change the style of football though. That's the thing. He's not. He doesn't change. He won't do four. He won't do 4-3-3 or no. He does 4-3-3. He won't do 4-4-2. You know. GG is the man for games versus stuffy defenses. Livy today, St. Mirren. That's it. Well, look at these games against the teams that are on the lower in the lower side of the table. That's when you start worrying. That's when you start saying to yourself, who'd you play up there? And GG has it. You know, bullies them off the ball. Stop worrying about things that haven't happened. It's pointless. You know. Well, you just have to be cautious. Not worrying, just being cautious. Lose to Dortmund, but they still qualify. Dortmund are still guaranteed the Champions League, and I don't think their players are off for the Europa. Let's see. You were saying they won 6-0 today. Let's see. Against Borussia Mönchengladbach. That's a really good result. Marcus Royce got two. Emre Can has got one as well. So let's see where they are in the table. Ah, look at that. They're 8 points ahead of Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. They'll get Champions League football next season. You know, that's it. He is a unit, 100%, 100%. You seen how well he played today. His first goal was lovely. I have to say, I enjoyed the first goal the most. I know people are saying the header was belter, but his first goal, the way he turned and he hit it, like it kind of reminded me of Dembele against Man City. That's what it reminded me of, that goal. But yeah, I'm gonna be on for another 5 minutes, folks. I'll be jumping off then. Work in the morning. But as I said, I appreciate everyone watching the stream tonight. If you haven't subbed, please subscribe to the channel. Majority is half so far. I know the names. I know majority is their names anyway. Legends. Chris Julian running the team. I don't know. Like it's hard to say. Like I don't think Ange is a big fan of Chris Julian. I just think it's a case that he's there. He's ready for his disposal. But I think he's a bigger fan of obviously staying with Starfelt. But I'd love to see Julian get back in, get a bit of game time, even if it's 10 or 15 minutes against teams. I don't think obviously Julian to come back soon, please. We are so seeing we're so vulnerable against set pieces. But he was starting last season when we were giving away stupid set pieces as well. So, you know, can't always save everything, but all you can do is just practice on the training ground and then put it onto the pitch. How's it going, Katrina? I hope you're well. I would like to see a midfield of Beaton, Atate, and Callum attacking top trio against Bodo. I'd rest Callum McGregor. I know I'd rest him for Hibs. I'd bring Beaton in. You know, Beaton away from home. He's always a good shout. He is. He does well away from home. So I'd play Beaton and Rogic and Atate. Why are Celtic not putting up match tickets for the home game? Don't know. You're gonna have to get in touch with them about that. To be honest with you, I don't really know, Chris. To be honest, certain games you do have up. Probably not for the Rangers game because obviously the fixtures have been announced yet for the split. Have a look now. Wouldn't be a bad shout to be honest with you. Wouldn't be a bad shout at all to play him against Bodo Glint. You could start him. Like looking at the starting lineup we played against Bodo Glint the other night. Hart, Jovanovic, Carter Vickers, Starfelt, Taylor, McGregor, O'Reilly, Rogic, Abada, Jota, and Maeda. So we had two goalkeepers. We had Julian, Scales, Beaton, Jack Marcus McCarthy, Atate, Forrest Ralston, Welch Karamoko. I wouldn't mind to see Welch and Julian come in and rest the two lads. Get them a bit of game time. And Beaton, Rogic play. You could play Karamoko on the wing. You know, he looked tired. He looked tired the other night as well. To be honest with you, I still think he had a decent game. Obviously, might be a good shout. Resting Callum. That's it. We need the boys rested. We have a big cup final on Sunday. You know, every game's like a cup final now. We're in the business end of the season. Every game is a business end anyway. Every point's valuable, but How you keeping? Hope you're well. Thanks very much for asking. I'm doing good. In top form. Co- it was in bad form after that result today. It'd be questions asked, but great result. It's great to see the other team drop points as well. And a lot of people were back in Dundee last night on the channel, and they obviously beat them at the start of the season. So yeah, keep the comments going. Here's hoping. That's it. That's it. 2 more minutes, folks. So give me your score prediction for Thursday night. I will be back on before Thursday night to obviously talk to you. Be getting a few people on hopefully during the week. But like to see Welch, love to see Julian, like to see Karamoko. I'd love to see a bit of Jamesy starting as well. Even play Jamesy on the left and play Karamoko on the right and just rest the likes of Jota and well rotate, you could say. So this is what Topic Talker saying for for Bodo Clint. Hart, Ralston, Welch, Julian, Scales, Beaton, Rogic, Rio, Maida, Giacomakis, and James Forrest. Not a bad show. Not a bad show. Won't play Julian and Astro. He's gonna have to play eventually. We have Livy coming up as well, and that's on Astro. Um, you win the league. We're into the Champions League. That's the incentive this season. You all want the trophy back, but we want to get that Champions League status back again. We haven't been in the Champions League since the 2000 and what 17-18 season. It's been a while. I think we will go out. You never know. Pressure on Bodo. Yeah, they might get complacent now. I think the job is done at Celtic Park, so you never know. What time's that game on? I think it's 5 o'clock on Thursday. Just checking out. Finish work at 5, so want to know what the situation is. Quarter to six. Quarter to six. Fine. That's grand. Plenty of time. 45 minutes. I'll do on Thursday night. I'll do a pre-match before. Champions League is a must. Exactly, it's a must for Ange to attract players as well, some really good caliber players as well, and we'll have money in the kitty as well to keep the likes of Jota and Carter Vickers on as well. Maybe we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it there, folks. Pleasure speaking to you all. Thanks very much for jumping on and watching the podcast tonight. And if you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't, please press that red button. And at the end, if you could share it to a friend, put share it on WhatsApp, share it on Facebook, whatever you want. I'm going to get through a majority of his points tonight, and great result today. I look at it wasn't the greatest performance, but massive result for the mental side of Celtic. To keep pushing for this title back, and the more we keep pushing and pushing, they'll start panicking. But these two derbies, this is where the leagues are going to be won. That's where I feel the league's going to be won over the two derbies. But we need to get the other teams out of the way for us, the likes of Livy and Hibs and St. Mirren, St. Johnson before the split as well. So let's see what happens. Well, thank you very much again for watching the channel, folks. And as I said, subscribe. Speak to us all soon. God bless. Hail, hail. And just remember, we're taking it back.